doom, death, despair. These are the topics I'm gonna tell you about with this album in question. Here we have Convocation from Finland with the second album called Ashes Coalesce. This is a continuation to their band, the band's 2018 release Scars Across, which were also very, very dark, kind of a sinister and really dark and oppressive style, which also had only a few songs, very lengthy. This goes with the same way, 45 minutes, 4 tracks, and it's all about being really heavy, dramatic, and well, that's pretty much of it. Heavy as hell, dark as the night sky, and being very, very dramatic. Here is the kind of a booklet. No lyrics, just these two guys doing the music. One being the vocalist and the other one, well, a multi-instrumentalist master who also created this art, which I think deserves another look because, I mean, there's some nice colors and nice feeling, very, very kind of a dramatic and kind of a sinister in nature. So since there are no lyrics, there's nothing basically to read except for these liner notes. That's it. We'll just dive into the music and we'll do it by taking a look at the band's Metal Archive site. Well, obviously it doesn't really tell you about the music, but I'll use it as a kind of a backdrop to go through this album. Here it's labeled as a funeral doom / death metal, which I guess kind of holds true. The thing here is the slow tempo and this ultra dark and ultra heavy atmosphere is very, very crushing. It's like that kind of a feeling when you know the sky is getting really dark and it's about to rain like never before, like raining cats and dogs and dead bodies. And then the sky suddenly turns dark, but not only it's raining and thundering and maybe giving you a random lightning bolt here and there, but it's also like this opening portal gaping towards into an abyss, and you are being afraid to be sucked into that abyss. Maybe you're hoping for, and in case you are, then this is definitely a soundtrack you need. Now, this kind of darkness, what this album actually has, is in a way more dark than your typical black metal album, because there is no violence, there is no aggression, but there is this sheer kind of substance which is very, very dark and kind of potent to just suck everything in, like a black hole music in a way. Now, slow tempo as it might be, it could become a little bit of a experience of sorts where you might just feel going in a little bit of a snooze mode. Luckily, these dramatic little elements, this variation with riffs and guitar work in general, as well as this variation and diversity with vocals, going all the way from clean parts to growly parts and kind of a desperate inhuman screams. They all kind of blend into this magnificent thing which we have here as an album. Now, this is uncatchy as hell, really, but the atmosphere actually makes up for it. And really, while I liked the first album, I think this is a little bit better basically in every aspect. It's basically the same, but just kind of an improved version. And just with quotation marks, because obviously we like when bands improve and make better their earlier style, which already is good. So I don't know, there's something very, very nice in this album, even though the tracks are lengthy as hell, and even though this kind of a slow music is not usually my cup of tea, but I just can't, fight this really nice darkness and this despair full of music, which really gets me into a different place. This is like the anti-soundtrack for sunny summer day, which is actually happening right outside. But when those thunderstorms come and things go dark and maybe a little bit chilly as well, cold and kind of giving this feeling like this is not the summer it used to be. This is something of a fall and it's gonna rain like hell. Then you tune in some Convocation and you just sit back and enjoy. Should you have any comments or questions, shoot them in the comments box. And of course, you want to listen to the music, well, take a look at the description box and you will find the link for your listening pleasure. See you on the other side.